What did civilians eat during the Civil War? Have you ever wondered what life was like for civilians during the American Civil War, especially when it came to food? The diet of civilians varied greatly based on where they lived and their economic situation. In the northern states, where the economy was more stable, people had access to a wider variety of food. They could buy items from local markets and stores. Common staples included bread, meat, vegetables, and fruits. However, as the war dragged on, prices began to rise due to inflation. This made it harder for many families to afford these basic items. In contrast, the South faced a much tougher situation. The Union blockade limited imports and exports, leading to significant food shortages. Civilians in the southern states often had to rely on what they could grow or raise themselves. Corn, beans, and various vegetables became essential parts of their diet. Cornbread was a common staple, made from cornmeal, which was readily available. Meat was often scarce, and when it could be found, it was usually salted or preserved to last longer. The blockade also impacted the availability of coffee and sugar, which were highly sought after but hard to come by in the South. Many people turned to substitutes like wild chicory root to make a coffee-like drink. This lack of access to basic food items made daily life challenging for many Southern families. They had to be resourceful and creative to make meals with what they had on hand. Women played a vital role in managing households during this time. They often took charge of gardening and preserving food to ensure their families had enough to eat. The war also changed social dynamics, as women began to take on new roles in the workforce and in managing family resources. Overall, the diet of civilians during the American Civil War was shaped by the economic challenges and logistical issues of the time. Despite these hardships, families found ways to adapt and survive. They relied on local resources and community support to navigate the tough years of the war. The resilience of these civilians is a remarkable part of the story of the American Civil War.